This is a real life example of something I faced where the telephone numbers were supposed to be in this format. Some of them are missing out on the leading zero, some of them have spaces around the zero, some of them have the country code. So the approach I used was this, so seven steps. So we're going to use Power Query, we're going to use an index column, and often when you have a problem that you cannot solve with a single transformation, or common transformation through the whole column, sometimes it's good to break the table into subtables so that you can use the transformations on the subtables and then reassemble them back together. So that's what we're going to do. So we head over to Power Query, and now we're going to get data, and we're going to get it from this table range. So here, now we're in Power Query. So we want to first add an index column from 1, and that's our index column, and it's already formatted as an index column. So all the formats are correct. So text format, date, telephone numbers, we want them as text also, and that's our index column. The next thing would be to try and examine what the problem is. So we can already see at a glance, some are missing out on the zero, some I have the zero, they're fine. Some have spaces around the zero, some have the country code, that is fine. So one approach would be, to help us examine this, we are going to extract the first characters. So we just want to look at the first few characters. So let's take the first 2 characters into a new column. So we can see these are missing out on the 0. This one has the 0, and this one has spaces around the 0, and that one has a country code in. And that is how it is looking. So they tend to fall into those patterns. So what we're going to do now is split according to the category of problem. But first, we can duplicate this. So I would duplicate this into about 4. Good. And you can create an extra one. So you can leave this as your original, just for comparison. And we can start working on here. So on the first one, let's extract those that are fine. So those that have the 0 at the front in the right place. So we want to come here, and we want to so that's it, and you can see all the numbers here, they have the zeros in the right place. So you have just about 30 of them, and you do a quick visual examination, they all have the numbers in the first place, in the right place. I can already see that the date needs fixing, but we can fix that when we reassemble the table back together. We could have fixed it in the original table, but because we didn't, we'll wait until we bring all the subtables back together, and then we'll fix that. So this is good. So we can rename this as okay, so we're leading 0. Okay, so we now move on to the next one. So now we want to filter out all the ones that have, so let's just take this. So we've dealt with the ones that have the 0. We can deal with the ones that have the space around the 0. So let's just do that. So all these ones, as you can see, have the space around the 0. So we can do a number of things here. So let's start off by trying to, we can trim this, but if you look at it, you can actually see that you have a space, the 0, and a space, and they're all uniform. So we could trim the space in front, but we might just, we can just fix this at one go. So if we come here, we want to do transform, replace values, replace values here. Okay, the easier way to do it would be so that's the format. So I'm going to take all this off. I want to replace space 0 space with just a 0. Okay, and these are fixed, so we can say with space around 0, just to help us know which one is which. Okay, so now we can do here, so we come to this our helper column. So we've dealt with this and that. So let's just pick the next one on the list. As you look through, you can see these ones have a country code and a space. So we're going to do exactly the same thing we did. We can just come here, we can do replace values, and we want to get rid of this, and we want to replace the country code and the space with a 0. There, I will do a quick check. That is fine. I will now rename it with country code. Okay, and now we're on our last one. So here we come down to here. We've dealt with this one. We've dealt with that one. We dealt with this one, and all these are similar. So all these do not have the 0 in front of them. So we'll just pick that. Now we come to this column here. What we need is a 0 in front of it. So we just do format and add prefix, and add a prefix of 0. And as you can see, they all have the zeros in place. So we change this to no leading 0. Good. All right, so just have a quick look back at the other ones. That's all done. This is all done. And these are all done. Now we want to combine all this back into a table. So just one table. So we want to do an append queries, and append as new. So we want 3 or more, and we don't want telephone numbers because that's original, but we want all these. So I'm just going to select with my shift. I don't need to select the top one because it's already there. So I add. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. All right, so this is now my final, or I will say corrected. And we'll just have a quick look through. So we still have our index column here. So I'm going to sort by index, so ascending. And this should be back in the same order as before. So we can have a quick look. So we have Claiborne, Winningham, Ayodele, Abiodun. So we go back to original. Claiborne, Winningham, Ayodele, Abiodun. Now we don't need our index column anymore. So we can delete this. And we do not need this column anymore, so we can delete that. Now we can change the format on this to just date, and that's it. So we come to here, and we close on load 2, and we put in a new worksheet. Now let's just take the color off so we can see it properly. And if we have a quick look through, they're all in the correct format. So that's how you fix telephone numbers. It can be a bit tricky, but Power Query is just one of the ways to do it. I hope you find this helpful. If you did, please could you like and subscribe, and I'll continue producing videos about the tips and tricks and hacks that I come across in my line of work. Take care. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.